What's up, everybody? Kendrick here. Today I'll be going into Laguna Hills High School on a day off. Today the church is there at our high school having their thing, and the church is using our room as a baby room currently, so I still have access to the building. I don't have any keys, but I can still go in to the band room and to the drum room. Today I will be finishing off Laguna Hills front ensemble daisy chaining work. I only got through 2 vibraphones yesterday in a span of like 4 hours, because on top of that I was also coaching and teaching and everything, and restringing a marimba. So I'll see you guys there. My first stop is going to be Home Depot because I need to buy more zip ties, and I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick as well too. So I'll see you guys there. Just got out of Home Depot, got my zip ties, and I had to get some bungee cords for the mics. Some of the bungee cords are either really worn out, or the two new marimbas don't have any, so I just needed to buy a pack of 8. So let's head to the high school. Wait, actually first let me get some coffee. Just made it to the high school. I have to walk all the way around because the church didn't open the normal side where I usually enter through, like the arch building. So I had to go all the way around. Hope that the church lets me in. Got my matcha, didn't get coffee because they didn't have the drink I wanted anymore. And I have my bungees and my zip ties ready to go. My first plan of attack is just to take out all the instruments, just the front line only, no sound equipment, no nothing else, and just to set up as they are and then just finish it up. Should take no more than 2, maybe 3 hours, so see what happens. If I knew, I should have just done coffee here. I'm just kidding, guys. The band room is open and I am set to go. I just have to walk through all the curtains, and you know what? We're gonna do this. We've successfully made it inside, and we're gonna start taking everything out, and I'm going to start doing everybody's cables and everything, so yeah.
If he can handle the sins of humanity, like just imagine if we were to plug an HDMI cable into your brain and we sit back and now we get to see.
You guys don't understand that I had to go through the back of the church. Literally it took me about 5 minutes just to get that vibraphone through, because I still need to check some mics and the actual cabling that I did for yesterday, just to double check it's all good and correct. But I still have to take all these marimbas out, and then I already have my other marimba out right over there. I'm gonna line them up down there, and yeah, we successfully made it through the church without making their curtains fall. I had officially taken out all the boards. What we are running this semester is 4 marimbas, 2 vibes, 1 Glock, 2 synth, 1 bass, 1 drum set, and a rack. But today I'm only focusing on daisy chaining the front row, and that's the only thing I have to daisy chain. Again, starting from now, I'm gonna give myself until 2 a.m. I don't know if you guys can read that, but right now it's 12. So, and then I also have all these mic cables in here as well. If I can pull it out. I kind of just threw them in here yesterday because we were rushing to go back and leave the campus, but I have all my XLR cables in here, ready to coil, ready to get daisy chained, and all these boards. But yeah, let's start. If you guys didn't understand what I was doing, what my main goal and project was to daisy chain every single board to each other, and then they would just plug into one snake. So basically they're plugging into each other, and the more center it goes, the more mic cables it needs, because basically I want the cables to go through the instruments, and we can't just separate the instruments and put one whole XLR cable through it because it'll just snap it. So we have to put, let's say I have 1 XLR cable for the vibe, and needs to be it needs 2 more, so 1 under this marimba, 1 under this marimba, and then it's gonna pass right over here and go through a snake, and it's gonna be inputted into an input. So same with this side right over here. I have 1. That mic cable is gonna go through these 2 marimbas, same thing to the center. The more center I go, the more cables I'm gonna need, because this one, each marimba needs 2 cables, totaling of, that one's gonna have 1 cable, 3 cables because it has 2 plus the vibes, and then this one's gonna have the most one, so it's gonna have 5. So 1 from the vibe, 2 from this marimba, and 2 for this marimba, so a total of 5 on this side. equaling a total of 9 XLR cables, and same with this side, kind of like a copy and paste. So that's how it works. I'll show you a picture, or not a picture, I'll show you a video right now. Notice how right here I have coiled it up right here and kept it clean. Basically this board is going to plug into this board right here, and see how they're labeled green right here, like this dark green right here, not this green, but this dark green right here. I'm gonna label each cable assignments to whatever instrument they are. So this dark green one is specifically for this gold vibrator over here. All they really have to do is plug into each other. So my Vibe 2 is gonna plug into these XLR cables right here. And the more center I go, the more XLR cables are gonna be needed, and then each person more center is gonna have to plug in some more. So this one will have 3 total because this marimba needs 2. So right now it's only 1. And you can tell that this is for the Vibe 2 that I just showed you guys like a second ago. So yeah. All right, now let's get started. Right here is a diagram of the logistics of all the cables and everything. So yeah, so you can tell that I mapped it out like a week ago. The drum set will have 4 to maybe 3 or 4 cables. That will be a different daisy chaining process, but that will only take maybe like 5 minutes. It's not a mod snake anymore. It is a regular box snake, which means they plug into a giant box about the size of this iPad, and there are 16 to 24 inputs. And basically my 2 center marimbas will plug in 5 cables, and this marimba will plug in 5 cables as well. And then the snake will be right over here. Just to avoid everybody running into the middle. Because what we did last semester was everybody had their own XLR cables, literally, and we all ran to the middle. That's not very safe. So what we did was, now we're just gonna make it cleaner, it's more safer, and it's more efficient, and it'll save us a lot of time. So mics. What the bungees do is that they keep my mics in here, and like it's clipped onto their bars. The bungee gets clipped onto the bars, mic travels through here, and that's how it basically holds the mics up. There are other equipment, but we don't need to spend that much money, while these literally do the same exact job. So I had to tie these things a specific way, because these blue ones didn't have this fastener right here. So I had to like use the orange one down here, tie these 2 together so that they would hang like this. And this is exactly how it's gonna be for every instrument. So the marimbas, the woods, are gonna get 2 because they need a lower and a mid, or a mid and a high. Or the vibraphones just need 1 because it resonates, and it's a pretty prominent instrument itself already. So yeah. So my 2 outer marimbas, this one and the dark one over there, is gonna be more mid high low. These 2 are gonna be, actually I'm sorry, this marimba right here is gonna be more just mid, because this is my marimba 2. And I have 2 mics going. I don't know if you can see the other one, right? It's somewhere in there. Somewhere. There's 2. This one's gonna be more mid, like a mid to high. So, I don't know if you guys can tell. My marimba 1, my center marimba, has most like upper third register right here. So she needs to be mic'd more this way. But very few like lower end notes, So I assign colors depending on where it'll go in the snake. It has to make sense so it doesn't get tangled in the snake box. So I already pre-assigned it. I already mapped it out and everything. So yeah. This board is a little different than the others because the framing's different, so I have to coil it down over here. As for the other ones, I can just I can do that kind of coil, because these ones have like the actual like support field frames. So yeah, let's continue. Alrighty. The 4th marimba's done. I have 3 more marimbas to go. They're officially mic'd and everything. As you can tell over here and there, the cable runs on the bars, zip tied, so it doesn't kind of just go everywhere. And I tried to make it as like in line as possible. Hold on, pull that one real quickly. They're not gonna be perfect, but you know, at least this is gonna be stable and it'll stay on. I might have to put another zip tie there, so let's work on the other ones. I still have to add the blue and a white one from this cable and add another one here, so I'm not done until I get to this one. So just 4 more cables, literally just 4, and I'm done. And just like that, in about 6 hours, 2 maybe 3 hours, so total work. I finished every single cable. Daisy chaining is finally complete. As you can see, it passes through here. All the works. And then the snake goes over there, which we don't have right now, and we're gonna purchase that later. Remember, the more center we are, the more cables it's gonna require. So it kind of travels out and around there. And just like that, we are complete. Whew. As you couldn't tell, again, they now will just be able to plug into each other instead of having to run to the center, you know? This is gonna be the mess for now because we don't have a snake, and we'll have a long snake box. I'll be right here, and my center two marimbas will be able to just plug in there instead of 8 people running to a snake box or whatever. Again, they all plug into each other now. Can't tell this one, but we're here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I have to go clean up and close the band room. Thanks for watching.